So when I'm driving on the road, I think about lots of stuff. So let's talk about another rant that's in the industry.
I'm ready! I'm ready!
I've done a couple of videos about auto mixing and digital consoles and the reason to learn how to do things in a digital console. Well, this week I've been visiting public schools, doing site inspections to tell them what their next project needs to be. And a number of these schools I've run into relatively new digital consoles that schools have purchased that have literally nothing set up in them. No libraries, no templates, no scenes, nothing. No gates engaged, no compressors engaged, and they're having shows with all kinds of audio problems, just like they did when they had analog consoles. And I've listened to administrators talk about how they thought that this was going to solve all of that. We got digital consoles. We shouldn't have these problems. We got noises, we got echo, we got things doing this and stuff doing that. Well, anyway, so I've had all of these site visits, and I've been talking to a lot of people. I've been trying to explain to them that getting a digital console is like buying anything else. If you don't know how to use it, you don't know how to use it. Now, if you don't know anything about audio, that's a whole nother issue, and maybe you shouldn't be doing sound like many of the IT people I run into, or facilities people who have to do it because no one else will. But they really have no training. So the first thing is, if you're going to get good equipment, get some real training from someone who really knows what they're doing, someone who actually mixes shows, someone who mixes out in the real world. And then secondly, understand what you've bought. You've bought a thing that can create a template. And in a template, when you open up a microphone, there will be a consistently reliable expectation of what that microphone starts out sounding like. Now, do you have to make adjustments during a show? You bet. Can you automate a lot of stuff? So you could have 15 to 16 actors on stage, all with headsets on, all with lines to speak, and you don't know where the lines are, and you could have noise gates automatically turn the mics on when they talk and turn them off when they're not talking, instead of you trying to remember which of the 16 mute buttons to press. Can you do things like put a DCA on a group of mics so that a group of people who come in later in the scene can be brought up with a single fader? Yeah, you could do that stuff if you decide you're going to do that stuff. But when I go out and I look at this and I look at all this money that's getting spent and the expectations from whoever it was who convinced them to buy this stuff, and then later down the road, we're there being asked, why doesn't this all work?
No, when you ain't working, it's terrible. But when you're working, it's terrible.
I had somebody just today was like, we need to replace our sound system. Well, why? Everything you got here is able to do everything you need to do. And I started asking questions. It became readily evident that nobody there knows how to do anything. So, word to the wise, equipment doesn't fix things. Intelligence fixes things.
There's only one thing that can save you now.
What, Valium?
No, studying. You need to study.
Listening fixes things, training, etc., etc., etc. So anyway, this is another rant. Been out all week, traveling a lot and just sitting around in a car. You think of all kinds of crazy stuff. Let's see what I come up with next.